So Phantom update, you can see that we have broken bearish out of this zone here, and it looks like we're trying to find a way back into this green box yet again. It does look like we're trying to find support off of the 786. In my opinion, this bounce off it looks pretty weak, especially considering that we closed below it, and if we turn on the volume here, you can see that the volume has tapered off as well. So at this point in time, I really don't expect this level to hold. I'm not saying it can't, but the probability of it holding is lower than the probability of it not. Now, if we turn on the EMA ribbon and the Ichimoku cloud here, I mentioned in my previous video that we saw a perfect rejection off of the 200 EMA here on the daily chart. You can see that the EMA spread is widening, which isn't a great sign. If we do find a bounce here, we could very well rally back into this EMA spread, which will be offering us resistance yet again. The Ichimoku cloud is getting much wider ahead of us. If we have a push to the upside, we could very well find resistance off the cloud, especially considering we haven't found any resistance off of it yet. If we manage to move back down here and actually break below this previous low, maybe even to the bottom of this green box, we could very well set up daily bullish RSI divergence. Turn on the RSI here, you can see that we made this low back here, which correlates to this low on the price action. But if we manage to come down here and set a low lower than this one right here, but a higher low on the RSI, we will have bullish RSI divergence on the daily, which is typically a bullish pattern. And this will also set us up with a typical W bottom pattern. If you take a look at the 4-hourly chart, you can actually see that we've been testing the EMA ribbon pretty well within this range. Now, if we can manage to hold this 786 level on the Fibonacci retracement and kind of keep chipping away at the EMA ribbon, we could very well break it to the upside. But at that point, the 200 EMA could come down and provide additional resistance, which could send us further down. But it is worth a note at that point, if we do make it all the way up to this 0.5 level on the Fibonacci retracement, we could use a 618 as support, which at that point, we could very well see a typical inverse head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hourly chart. But again, we really need to break the EMA ribbon to the upside to even begin to talk about patterns like this. So in my opinion, if we don't hold this 786 at around 114, which at this point in time, the probability of that happening is relatively high, we very well see Phantom move to $1 or even below $1 at around 88 cents. And considering that we have found support as well as resistance at this green box many times in the past, and it's usually sent us flying in the direction it's acting on, so resistance here, support here, right? We could very well see a double bottom pattern like I've mentioned earlier, which could blast us out of here. If we do manage to hold the 786, we need to break through all of the resistance that I've just mentioned, as well as this uptrending zone of support, and actually start trading back within it again. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so, as I try to post content daily. As always, this isn't financial advice, and I'll see you in the next one.